Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinar Update. Today's update is a big one, and it's something Dinar holders have been waiting a long time to hear. We have new developments. Quietly and without public announcements, special Iraqi Dinar exchange processes have begun behind the scenes. That's right. While there has been no official public broadcast, trusted reports indicate that selected high-level exchanges are already taking place through authorized financial channels. This kind of activity usually happens only when systems are active and ready, and for holders, that matters. If you've been holding Dinar, following every rumor, and wondering when real movement would start, this is the update you'll want to hear. I'll explain this in simple terms. No confusing talk, no exaggerated hype. Just clear explanation of what's happening, why it matters, and how it could affect holders. So take a moment, settle in, and let's go through this step by step. So let's start with the bigger picture. For a long time, Iraqi Dinar holders have been waiting for something real. Not rumors, not vague statements, not recycled headlines. Real operational movement. And while public updates have stayed limited, this quiet development happening now is a serious milestone. What's being reported is that VIP-level Dinar exchanges have begun. That means verified, high-tier holders are already processing exchanges through secured and authorized financial channels. These are not casual walk-in transactions. These are controlled, verified procedures happening inside regulated systems. Now, what does VIP exchange actually mean in simple terms? It means selected holders, usually institutions or large verified positions, are being processed first through official banking pathways. Their transactions are being authenticated, recorded, and settled through systems that have been prepared for this purpose. This tells us the exchange infrastructure is not theoretical anymore. It is active. And that's the key point. The system is not being tested, it is being used. Now, a lot of people will ask immediately, does this mean the dinar value has changed right now? The honest answer is not publicly yet. This stage is controlled and structured. It's not an overnight open market release. It's a phased process. VIP exchangers are usually the first step before broader public access is allowed. Think of it like opening the engine before opening the highway. The system must prove it can handle verification, security, documentation, and settlement before public participation begins. That's why this quiet phase matters so much. Now let's talk about preparation, because this is where holders need to be smart. If you're holding Dinar, this is the time to make sure your notes are stored safely, protected, and organized. When public exchange windows open, verification will matter. Authorized institutions will check authenticity, condition, and documentation. Being prepared now avoids stress later. And I need to be very clear on something important. Do not trust unofficial offers. Do not trust social media dealers. Do not trust anyone promising private exchange access. When official systems are live, the only safe path is through verified banks and authorized financial institutions. Anything outside that structure is risk. Now let's talk about timing. VIP exchanges are happening quietly right now. Public access does not happen all at once. It rolls out gradually. This is done for security, accuracy, and stability. It prevents system overload and protects legitimate holders. This slow rollout is not a delay. It's controlled deployment. And controlled deployment is exactly what serious financial systems do. Now let's touch the emotional side too, because that matters. Many holders have waited years, some decades. They've seen countless rumors, fake deadlines, and broken promises. So hearing that real verified exchanges are now happening behind the scenes brings a sense of validation. But excitement must stay balanced with discipline. The biggest mistakes happen when people rush, panic, or follow unverified information. Calm preparation always wins in financial transitions like this. Now let's look at credibility. The fact that VIP exchanges are taking place means the Iraqi financial system, banking partners, and regulatory oversight are aligned. That adds legitimacy. It tells international institutions that the exchange framework is functional. That matters for international confidence and long-term market participation. It also signals that banking infrastructure upgrades, software, verification systems, compliance protocols, and trained personnel are now in operational use. This is not speculation. These are necessary real-world components of any currency transition. Now let's break down what the exchange process looks like at this stage. Verified holders are identified, their holdings are authenticated, transactions are processed through authorized banks, records are created, funds are settled. Everything is traceable, documented, and compliant. That is exactly what a live system looks like. Now, let's talk about security again, because this phase attracts scams. When people hear exchanges have started, scammers become active. They promise early access, they promise secret rates, they promise shortcuts. There are no shortcuts in regulated banking. If someone offers to exchange your dinar outside official bank procedures, that is your warning sign. Safe path is authorized bank, verification, documentation, receipt. Anything else is risk. Now, let's talk about global impact. When a country's currency exchange systems become operational at institutional level, correspondent banks abroad take notice, investors take notice, financial partners take notice. It signals readiness, stability, and integration into the broader financial environment. That doesn't mean instant value change. It means the foundation for future structured movement is now active. And that is exactly why this quiet VIP phase matters. Now, let's return to you, the holder. What should you be doing right now? Keep your dinars stored safely, avoid handling notes unnecessarily, keep them dry and protected, have valid identification ready, follow official bank communications, ignore special access offers, and never send notes to anyone. If you follow these principles, you are already ahead of most. Now, let's summarize where we are. VIP Iraqi dinar exchanges are now happening quietly. Verified institutions are processing transactions, banking systems are active, security and verification procedures are in place, public participation will follow gradually. Preparation and patience are essential. This is not the final destination. This is the road opening. And for holders who understand the process, that is a very meaningful development. Now, stay with me, because next, I'll explain what happens when this phase expands toward public exchange access, how rollout typically progresses, and what signs to watch for in official announcements. Now, when we talk about this next phase, the shift from VIP exchanges to public exchange access, this is where most holders need to pay close attention, because this is the stage where preparation meets opportunity. Typically, once VIP-level exchanges are running smoothly, banks and financial authorities use that data to test system stability. They confirm verification is working correctly, settlement is accurate, fraud detection is effective, and compliance checks are functioning as intended. Only after those boxes are checked does the system begin opening wider to general holders. That means public access is not a rumor-based event. It's a system readiness decision. So instead of asking, is the RV today? The smarter question becomes, are systems ready to safely handle public volume? And right now, VIP exchanges tell us the answer is moving toward yes. Now, what signs should holders watch for next? You want to look for official bank notices, announcements of designated exchange branches, published verification procedures, instructions on documentation requirements, and communication from recognized financial institutions. Those are real indicators, not anonymous posts, not private chat screenshots, not forwarded voice notes. Real progress always comes through formal channels. Now let's talk about why this controlled approach is actually good for holders. If public exchanges opened suddenly without testing, chaos would follow. Long delays, errors, disputes, security gaps. That would harm both holders and banks. A phased rollout avoids that. It protects your ability to exchange smoothly when your turn arrives. So patience here isn't passive, it's strategic. Now let's touch again on verification, because this will be central when public access begins. Banks will check authenticity of notes, security features, serial number legitimacy, physical condition, and holder identification. This isn't to make life difficult, it's to protect the integrity of the system and prevent counterfeit penetration. If your notes are genuine and stored properly, you have nothing to fear from verification. In fact, it protects you from being underpaid or rejected unfairly. Now,